I froze the moment I stepped into the room. The chatter, the laughter, the clinking of glasses, it all became a deafening roar in my ears. And there he was, my ex. His smirk stretched across his face like he owned the world. Maybe he did. Every eye seemed to turn to me, every whisper cutting deeper than any knife could. You actually came? His voice was casual, dripping with mockery. I swallowed, my throat dry. I had no choice, I muttered, my voice trembling. Oh, you always have a choice, don't you? His friends laughed, their amusement sharp, cruel. I tried to lift my chin, but the weight of humiliation made it impossible. My pride felt like it had been ripped from me strand by strand. And all of it, this entire scene, was because of a stupid bet he had made weeks ago. A bet I hadn't even known about, a bet that had made me the laughingstock of our circle. I looked around. Classmates, colleagues, strangers, everyone stared. My ex's laughter echoed in my ears. Come on, he said, stepping closer. I thought you liked being the center of attention? I wanted to disappear. I wanted the floor to swallow me whole. My heart pounded, my palms slick with sweat. I had always hated being seen like this, weak, pathetic. And yet, the thought of running made it worse. Because if I ran, everyone would know I was broken. And then I saw him. Tall, confident. The kind of man whose presence demanded attention. His dark suit was impeccable, his hair perfect, but it wasn't that, it was the way he looked at me. Not with pity, not with amusement, but with something else. Something dangerous, electric, and real. I knew who he was immediately. The CEO everyone whispered about. The man who walked into rooms like he owned them, even when he didn't. He didn't smile. He didn't laugh. He simply looked. And I realized in that moment that he could change everything. I had nothing left to lose. My pride, my dignity, they had already been shredded. The only thing I had left was a desperate idea, a reckless plan. I whispered it almost to myself. Pretend to be my boyfriend. The room went silent, though I don't know if anyone else heard. My ex's smirk faltered, curiosity flickering in his eyes. But I didn't stop. I leaned closer, my voice trembling with urgency. Just 5 minutes? That's all I'm asking. The CEO tilted his head, studying me. 5 minutes? His voice was calm, measured, almost cruel in its control. Yes, I said. I'll explain later. Please. Just do this for me. He laughed. Oh, dark. Unnerving. But it wasn't mocking, it was calculating. And why would I do that? I bit my lip, fighting back tears. Because if you don't, he'll ruin me. He'll humiliate you? He finished the sentence for me and I shivered. How did he know? I can't explain everything here. My voice broke. But I'm begging. Just help me. Pretend to be with me. 5 minutes. That's all. He studied me for a long time. The room buzzed around us, but it felt like we were the only two people in it. My ex leaned forward, curious, his laughter fading slightly. You're asking a lot, aren't you? The CEO finally said, his eyes piercing into mine. To step into someone else's world, to play a part. Yes. I choked on the word. I know it's crazy, but I can't do this alone. He leaned back, hands clasped behind him. And why should I care? I stared at him, my chest tightening. Because I have nothing else. Please, just protect me from him. For 5 minutes. That's it. I don't ask for more. The silence stretched, unbearable, as if time itself had stopped. My ex shifted, sensing the tension, his arrogance returning. She's pathetic, he whispered to his friend. But I didn't care. I couldn't. My focus was entirely on the man in front of me, the one who could turn the tide. Finally he spoke. Fine. One word. Simple. Come. Absolute. Fine. I whispered, not daring to hope. 5 minutes. His gaze locked with mine. But you follow my rules. Exactly. No improvising. No excuses. And no mistakes. Yes. Yes, I promise. Relief flooded me, so sudden and intense that I felt dizzy. He smirked faintly, as if he enjoyed the control he suddenly held over me. Good. Then let's begin. I felt a spark of hope, tinged with fear. For the first time in days, maybe weeks, I didn't feel completely powerless. I didn't feel like a joke. And yet, my ex's eyes narrowed. His jaw tightened. The room seemed to hold its breath, waiting. Now, the CEO said softly, remember, confidence. Even if you feel like screaming, even if your heart is racing, act like you belong here. Do you understand? I nodded, my fingers trembling. I understand. He reached out, his hand brushing against mine, not touching, just near enough to remind me of his presence. Good. Let's go. Every step toward him felt like crossing a battlefield. I could feel my ex's eyes boring into my back. The whispers, the judgments, the pity, they all stung. But I had a shield now. One man, one ally, one secret weapon. And then it began. I stepped forward, straightened my shoulders, and let him guide me through the act. "Ladies and gentlemen," he said smoothly, loud enough for the room to hear, "may I introduce my girlfriend?" A hush fell. My heart jumped into my throat. My ex's face went pale, and I saw the tiniest flicker of doubt cross his features. I swallowed, forced a smile, and whispered to him, "Remember, 5 minutes." 5 minutes, he confirmed. His hand brushed mine again, light, reassuring. And then we walked together into the room, pretending, performing, reclaiming a piece of my dignity with each step. I felt eyes on me. I heard the whispers. And for the first time I realized, maybe humiliation wasn't permanent. Maybe, just maybe, power could be stolen back even in the smallest of moments. But my ex, he wasn't done. He would fight. And I had no idea what he was planning next. He didn't answer me right away. He just stared. Not like my ex did. Not with hunger or mockery. Not like everyone else in the room, whispering and waiting for me to fall apart again. He stared like I was a riddle he wasn't sure he wanted to solve. My chest burned. My throat tightened. "Say something," I whispered. He tilted his head slightly. "You already said enough." "I wasn't joking," I said. "I wasn't trying to be dramatic. I really need this." "You need me," he corrected. I flinched. "I hate that I do," I said. "But yes." My ex laughed behind me. "Oh, this is priceless." I closed my eyes for half a second. Then I opened them and looked back at the CEO. "Please." He crossed his arms slowly. 5 minutes, he repeated. "Yes." "Why not walk away?" "I can't." "Why not ignore him?" "Because he won't ignore me." His eyes narrowed. "What did he do to you?" I swallowed. "He made a bet." "A bet?" "That I'd beg him to take me back." His jaw tightened. "That I'd embarrass myself in front of everyone." My voice cracked. "That I'd prove I was still desperate for him." Silence. "He said if I came tonight alone, he'd know he still owned me." The CEO exhaled slowly. My ex stepped closer. "You're wasting his time," he said. "He doesn't care about your little heartbreak story." I turned. "You already won. Isn't that enough?" He smiled. "Not until everyone sees you break." The CEO took one step forward. The room shifted. "Step back," he said. My ex laughed. "Or what?" The CEO didn't raise his voice. "Or you'll regret it." My ex hesitated. "Just a fraction." Then he shrugged. "Relax. I'm just enjoying the show." The CEO turned back to me. "You still haven't answered my question." "Which one?" "Why me?" I looked at him. Really looked. "You don't look like someone who needs approval. You don't look like someone who plays games. You look like someone people listen to." His eyes darkened. And I need someone he can't laugh at." Silence again. My heart pounded. "I need someone who makes him feel small for once." My ex scoffed. "You think he's going to save you?" The CEO didn't look at him. "You think I'm doing this for free?" he asked me. "No," I whispered. "Good." My stomach dropped. "What do you want?" "Your trust." I laughed weakly. "That's all?" "No," he said. "That's everything." I frowned. "If I step into this," he continued, "you don't contradict me." I nodded. "You don't correct me." I nodded again. "You don't tell your version of the story in public." My chest tightened. "You don't walk away when it gets uncomfortable." I hesitated. "You don't panic when he pushes back." I looked at my ex. He was watching us, smiling like a predator waiting for blood. "I can't promise I won't panic," I said. "You can promise you won't run." I swallowed. "I promise." His eyes held mine. "You trust me." I whispered, "I don't trust anyone." "Then this won't work." I panicked. "Wait, I didn't mean." "You don't get to half trust me," he said. "I've already been destroyed once," I said. "I don't know how to trust someone who can crush me even worse." His jaw tightened. "I won't humiliate you," he said. "You can't promise that." I just did. I laughed bitterly. "You don't even know me. I know what it looks like when someone is standing on their last piece of dignity." My eyes burned. "And I know what it looks like when someone else is enjoying it." He glanced at my ex. My ex smirked. The CEO leaned closer. You want me to protect you for 5 minutes? Yes. Then you let me lead. Even if I don't like it? Especially then. My hand shook. Why are you doing this? I whispered. He paused. Because I hate bullies. My chest tightened. And because he reminds me of someone I owe nothing to. I didn't understand that, but I nodded. Okay, I said. I trust you. His mouth curved into a slow smile. Good. He reached into his jacket pocket. My heart jumped. He pulled out a small black velvet box. My breath caught. What are you doing? I whispered, making it believable. He opened the box. Inside was a ring. Not huge. Not flashy. Simple. Elegant. I can't wear that, I said. You can, he replied. I barely know your name. You don't need it. This feels wrong. So does humiliation, he said. My ex leaned forward. Is he proposing? The CEO didn't look at him. Give me your hand, he said. I hesitated. Trust me, he said softly. I held out my hand. He slid the ring onto my finger. It fit perfectly. My heart raced. This is insane, I whispered. Look at me, he said. I did. You are not begging anymore, he said. You are chosen. My throat closed. You are not disposable, he said. You are not owned, he said. You are not alone, he said. My eyes burned. Now say it, he said. Say what? That you're mine. I froze. My ex laughed. She won't say that. I looked at my ex. I remembered every night I cried alone. Every lie. Every apology he never meant. Every moment I shrank myself to keep him. I looked back at the CEO. I'm yours, I said. His jaw tightened. Louder. I'm yours, I repeated. The room went quiet. My ex's smile faltered. The CEO took my waist. Not possessive. Protective. My girlfriend, he said. My ex stared. You're kidding. The CEO finally looked at him. I don't joke about what belongs to me. The word hit me like lightning. Belongs. My ex laughed weakly. You think she won't leave you too? The CEO didn't blink. She won't need to. My ex's jaw tightened. You don't even know her. I know enough. You're making a mistake. Then she'll make it with me. My ex's eyes darkened. You're just using her. The CEO smiled. So are you. The room buzzed. People whispered. Phones came out. My ex stepped closer. You don't get to rewrite our story, he said to me. I straightened. We don't have a story anymore. He scoffed. You're pretending. I lifted my hand. The ring caught the light. I'm choosing, I said. My voice shook, but it didn't break. The CEO leaned down. His lips brushed my ear. You're doing great, he whispered. My heart pounded. You ready for the hard part? What's the hard part? Letting him see that you don't need him anymore. I looked at my ex. His eyes were burning. Yes, I whispered. The CEO tightened his arm around me. Then don't look back. We walked forward together. Into whispers. Into judgment. Into something dangerous. And for the first time I didn't feel small. But I felt something else. Fear. Because this wasn't just 5 minutes anymore. This was a war I didn't know how to win. And I had just handed my trust to a stranger holding all the power. My hand shook in his. Not violently. Just enough for him to feel it. He squeezed once. Breathe. I am breathing, I whispered. No, he said. You're panicking quietly. I swallowed. The room felt smaller than before. Louder. Brighter. Every step forward felt like walking into fire. My ex stood near the center, laughing too loudly, his arm draped around a girl I didn't recognize. He saw me. His smile widened. Showtime, he mouthed. My chest tightened. Eyes on me, the CEO said softly. I looked up. Not him. Me. I can't, I whispered. You can, he said. Because for 5 minutes you don't belong to his story. My throat burned. You belong to mine. We walked forward. Whispers followed. Phones lifted. People stared. Too much. I whispered. Perfect, he replied. My ex stepped forward. You actually brought him. I stopped. The CEO didn't. He kept walking. Pulled me with him. Don't answer, he murmured. He's talking to me, I whispered. He's trying to bait you, he said. Let me handle him. My ex laughed. What, you're his new charity case? The CEO stopped. Slowly. Deliberately. He turned. Is that the best you have? He asked. My ex blinked. People leaned closer. I thought you'd try harder to embarrass her, the CEO continued. My ex smirked. She embarrasses herself. The CEO tightened his grip on my hand. She's with me, he said. And, my ex asked. And I don't tolerate disrespect toward what's mine. My ex laughed. She was mine first. My stomach dropped. The CEO didn't blink. You don't own people, he said. You left her, he said. You humiliated her, he said. You don't get to rewrite that. My ex's jaw tightened. She begged me to stay, he said. I flinched. The CEO leaned closer to him. She begged you to stop breaking her. Silence. My ex sneered. You think you know her? I know she deserves better than you, he said. My chest tightened. My ex turned to me. You really think he's serious about you? I opened my mouth. The CEO squeezed my hand. Say what we practiced, he whispered. My heart pounded. I'm not here to prove anything to you, I said. My voice shook, but it didn't disappear. I'm here because I want to be with him. My ex laughed. You said that about me. I swallowed. And you proved me wrong. The room murmured. The CEO stepped closer to me. Put his arm around my waist. Smile, he whispered. I did. It felt wrong. It felt fake. It felt powerful. Relax your shoulders, he said. I obeyed. Lean into me, he said. I did. You're doing great, he murmured. My ex stared. You're acting, he said. The CEO smiled. She's choosing, he said. Why her? My ex asked. Why not? She's broken, my ex said. The CEO's jaw tightened. She's brave, he replied. She's poor, my ex said. She's proud, he replied. She's desperate, my ex said. She's mine, he replied. The word sent a shock through me. My ex scoffed. You don't even know her favorite color. The CEO leaned down. What's your favorite color? He whispered. Blue, I whispered back. He looked at my ex. Blue, he said. My ex laughed bitterly. You'll get tired of her, he said. Then I'll be tired with her, the CEO replied. People whispered. Someone gasped. My ex's face darkened. You're using her to look like a hero. The CEO smiled slightly. You used her to look powerful. My ex stepped closer to me. You're making a mistake, he said. The CEO moved between us. Back away, he said. You don't control her, my ex snapped. No, the CEO said. But I protect her. My ex laughed. From me? Yes. My ex shook his head. You think she won't come crawling back? I tightened my grip on the CEO's hand. I won't, I said. My voice surprised me. My ex's eyes flicked to my ring. His smile faltered. When did that happen? The CEO lifted my hand. 5 minutes ago, he said. You proposed? My ex laughed. I chose her, the CEO replied. My ex stared. Already? Yes. My ex turned to me. You let him put a ring on you? I nodded. Why? Because he didn't make me beg for it, I said. The room went quiet. My ex's face reddened. You're humiliating me, he snapped. You humiliated me for months, I replied. The CEO squeezed my waist. You don't owe him explanations, he whispered. My ex laughed sharply. You think this is real? The CEO leaned down. His lips brushed my temple. It wasn't a kiss, but it felt like one. It doesn't need to be, he said. It just needs to be convincing. My ex stepped back. You're a joke, he said to me. I straightened. Not anymore, I said. People whispered louder. My ex turned to the girl beside him. Let's go, he said. She hesitated, looked at me, looked at him, then stepped away from him. My ex froze. What are you doing? He snapped. I don't date men who bully their exes, she said. She walked away. My ex stood alone. The room buzzed. I stared. My chest pounded. The CEO whispered. See. What? I whispered. Power shifts when someone stops being afraid. My ex looked at me. His eyes burned. You planned this, he said. No, I said. But I'm not stopping it. He laughed bitterly. This isn't over. The CEO tightened his arm around me. It is for tonight. My ex pointed at the ring. You think that means something? The CEO met his eyes. It means she's not yours anymore. My ex's jaw tightened. You'll regret this, he said to me. I swallowed. I already regret loving you, I replied. The room went silent. My ex turned away. He pushed through the crowd. People moved aside. Whispers followed him. I exhaled. My knees went weak. The CEO held me up. Stay standing, he whispered. I feel dizzy, I whispered. Adrenaline, he said. I can't believe I said those things. You said what you needed to. I feel powerful, I whispered. He smiled. Good. People approached. Congratulations. Curious glances. Whispers. I answered nothing. He answered everything. 5 minutes, I whispered. He checked his watch. 2 left. My heart skipped. What happens after? He looked at me. We decide if we stop pretending. My chest tightened. I'm scared, I whispered. Me too, he said. That shocked me. You? Yes. Why? Because this feels real enough to ruin both of us. My phone buzzed. A message from my ex. Enjoy your little fantasy. You don't know what he's hiding. My stomach dropped. I looked up at the CEO. He was watching my face. What is it? He asked. I swallowed. He says you're hiding something. His jaw tightened. I am, he said. My heart pounded. What? He leaned closer. You don't want to know yet. I waited for him to leave. I expected him to step back, release my hand, nod politely, and disappear into whatever powerful world he came from. He didn't. He stayed. He ordered a drink. For me too. Water? I said quickly. He smiled. Still scared of making bad choices? I exhaled. Still scared of making loud ones. He handed me the glass. You were loud tonight. I was terrified. Same thing sometimes. I stared at him. You were amazing, I said. He shrugged. You were braver. I laughed weakly. That was acting, I said. That was surviving, he corrected. My heart thumped. People kept looking at us, whispering, pointing at my ring. I tucked my hand closer to my body. You can take it off, he said. I shook my head. Not yet. Why not? Because it still feels like armor. He studied my face. Does it feel heavy? It feels safe. He nodded slowly. You don't have to keep pretending with me now, I said. I'm not pretending, he replied. That's worse. He laughed. A real laugh. Soft. Unpolished. It startled me. You sound different when you laugh, I said. You make me forget who I'm supposed to be. My chest tightened. That's dangerous, I whispered. Yes. He leaned closer. So is letting you walk back into that room alone. I glanced behind us. My ex stood near the bar, watching, pretending not to. His jaw was tight, his drink untouched. He's still here, I said. Good. Why is that good? Because he's uncomfortable. I frowned. He doesn't deserve to feel powerful anymore. I looked at my hands. You humiliated him. You humiliated him, he said. I just stood next to you. I swallowed. I don't feel like the same person I was an hour ago. You're not, he said. That scares me. It should, he said gently. Growth hurts. I looked at him. Why are you still here? Because you're shaking. I hadn't noticed. He took my hands, warmed them. Breathe, he said. I am breathing. No, he said. You're bracing. I closed my eyes, exhaled. Better? Not really. Honest answer. I opened my eyes. You didn't have to stay. I wanted to. That makes this complicated. Yes. He smiled. I like complicated. I laughed. You shouldn't. Too late. I looked away. This was supposed to be 5 minutes. It's been 40. That wasn't the deal. You didn't ask me to leave. I didn't think you'd stay. I didn't think you'd fight back. I glanced at my ex again. He was watching us openly now. Jealous. Burning. I think he's going to say something stupid soon, I whispered. Let him, he said. I'm tired, I said. Then lean on me. I hesitated. Then I did. His arm wrapped around my shoulders. Not possessive. Not performative. Protective. My chest tightened. You don't act like other rich men, I said. Other rich men don't get humiliated for sport, he replied. I frowned. What does that mean? He hesitated. Then smiled. Another time. I sighed. You deflect when it gets personal. So do you. Fair. My ex walked closer. Slow. Deliberate. Enjoying the after party? He asked. I stiffened. The CEO didn't. Go home, he said. My ex laughed. Already replacing me? There's nothing to replace, the CEO replied. My ex looked at me. You're glowing, he said. I swallowed. That's adrenaline. Or attention, he said. The CEO tightened his arm around me. Careful, he said. You're projecting. My ex smirked. You think she's loyal? The CEO didn't blink. I think she's done with you. My ex's eyes flicked to my ring again. That thing is fake, he said. It still hurts you, the CEO replied. My ex clenched his jaw. You don't know her, he said. I know she cried alone while you partied, the CEO replied. My stomach dropped. I stared at him. What? I whispered. My ex froze. You told him that? I asked my ex. He looked away. You told people about me crying? He shrugged. It wasn't a secret. My chest burned. The CEO's jaw tightened. You mocked her for breaking down after you cheated, he said. Silence. My ex laughed weakly. She exaggerates. I shook. You told them? He shrugged again. It made you look desperate. My throat closed. The CEO stepped forward. Leave, he said. My ex scoffed. You think you own her now? No, he said. But I won't let you degrade her again. My ex looked at me. You really chose him? I nodded. Yes. You'll regret it, he said. I lifted my chin. I already regret you. He stared at me, then turned away. This time he didn't look back. My knees went weak. The CEO caught me. You okay? No. Honest answer again. I laughed shakily. He told people about me crying. I know. How do you know? I asked around. My chest tightened. You investigated me? I protected you, he said. That's worse. Yes. He smiled faintly. I warned you I don't do half-trust. I stared at him. Why do you care this much? He hesitated, then said quietly, because I know what it's like to be used for entertainment. My heart pounded. You're not just a CEO, are you? No. What are you? Tired, he said. Lonely, he added. Angrier than I pretend to be. My chest tightened. You hide behind confidence. Armor, he corrected. I saw a crack tonight. He smiled sadly. So did I. We stood in silence. People whispered around us. Music played. Glasses clinked. This was never supposed to be real, I whispered. I know. And now it feels dangerous. Yes. I should walk away. Yes. Why aren't I? Because you're not weak anymore. I don't know who I am anymore. That's the beginning, he said. My phone buzzed. A message from my ex. You think he's better than me? Ask him why his last girlfriend disappeared. My stomach dropped. I showed him the screen. His face went hard. He shouldn't know about that, he said. My heart pounded. What happened to your last girlfriend? He didn't answer. Say something, I whispered. He exhaled slowly. You don't want to hear it here. I want to hear it now. He hesitated, then said quietly, because if I tell you, you might walk away. I should have walked away. I knew that. My legs felt heavy, my chest tight, my head full of warning signs I didn't want to hear. But I stayed, because he stayed. The CEO stood beside me, silent, solid, unreadable. My ex didn't leave. He circled, like a predator that wasn't done playing. You look cozy, he said loudly. Heads turned. Whispers rose. My stomach twisted. The CEO didn't react. I did. Please stop, I said. My ex smiled. You always begged so prettily. My hands clenched. The CEO's arm tightened around my waist. Watch your mouth, he said. My ex laughed. Oh, he's serious now? He stepped closer. Tell him how you cried when you found out about her. My throat closed. The CEO stiffened. What is he talking about? He asked me quietly. I swallowed. He cheated on me, I whispered. More than once, my ex added. People murmured. My face burned. You promised you wouldn't say that, I said. I promised a lot of things, he replied. The CEO's jaw tightened. You cheated? He asked my ex. My ex shrugged. She was boring. My knees went weak. The CEO held me up. You told her she was imagining it, the CEO said. My ex smiled. And she believed me. My stomach dropped. I whispered, you lied to me. He tilted his head. You loved me. The CEO stepped forward. You gaslit her, he said. My ex laughed. Big word for a rich guy. You humiliated her, the CEO said. She humiliated herself, my ex replied. My hand shook. You told me I was crazy, I said. You were insecure, he said. You told me no one else would want me, I said. You needed motivation, he replied. The CEO's eyes went dark. You enjoyed breaking her, he said. My ex didn't deny it. That's what power feels like. The room went silent. My chest burned. The CEO's voice was low. Say that again. My ex smirked. I said power feels good. The CEO leaned closer. Not with her. My ex turned to me. You really think he won't do the same? My heart pounded. The CEO didn't answer. He looked at me. Do you want to leave? He asked. I shook my head. No. My ex laughed. She always stays. I straightened. Not this time. My voice shook, but it didn't disappear. You begged me to change, my ex said. You forgave me, he said. You crawled back, he said. The CEO's hand tightened on mine. She believed you, he said. She loved you, he said. She trusted you, he said. My ex shrugged. And I used it. Something inside me cracked. You told her you'd marry her, the CEO said. My ex laughed. She bought a dress. My breath caught. You showed her rings online, the CEO said. My ex nodded. She cried when I said we weren't ready. Tears burned my eyes. You kept her as a backup, the CEO said. My ex smiled. Smart men have options. My chest collapsed inward. You took my future and made it a joke, I whispered. You let me plan a life that never existed. He tilted his head. You looked happy. I laughed weakly. I looked stupid. The CEO stepped between us. You don't get to talk to her anymore. My ex sneered. She's still mine. No, the CEO said. She's choosing not to be. My ex's eyes flicked to my ring again. You think that fake thing protects you? I lifted my hand. It reminds me I'm not alone. My ex scoffed. You're pretending. I swallowed. Maybe. But I'm not begging anymore. He stared. You loved me, he said. I loved who you pretended to be, I replied. The CEO squeezed my waist. You ready to go? He asked. My ex laughed loudly. Running again? I shook my head. No. I'm walking away. People whispered. Phones lifted again. My ex's face darkened. You think you won? No, I said. I think I survived. The CEO started leading me away. My ex grabbed my arm. Don't touch her, the CEO snapped. My ex tightened his grip. You owe me, he said. I pulled free. I don't owe you anything. My ex laughed sharply. You think he's better? The CEO stood in front of me. You're done, he said. My ex pointed at him. You don't know what she's like when she's desperate. The CEO didn't blink. I know what she's like when she's brave. My chest tightened. My ex shook his head. You're making a mistake. I whispered. I already made it. He stepped back. Slow. Dangerous. You'll come back, he said. When he leaves you. The CEO's jaw tightened. She's not disposable, he said. My ex laughed. You said that too. The CEO leaned closer. And she believed you. My ex's smile faded. You're enjoying this, he said. Yes, the CEO replied. My ex stared. You're falling for him, he said to me. My heart skipped. I'm scared I am, I whispered. The CEO looked at me. What? I said I'm scared, I repeated. My ex laughed softly. You always fall for your saviors. The CEO stiffened. That's not fair, he said. I don't want to, I whispered. But it feels real. The CEO's eyes softened. That's dangerous, he said. Yes, I replied. I know. My ex scoffed. You'll regret trusting another man. I swallowed. Maybe. But I regret trusting you more. My ex's jaw tightened. You're choosing pain. I shook my head. I'm choosing myself. The CEO squeezed my hand. You ready? He asked. Yes. We turned. My ex shouted. You think he won't leave like everyone else? I stopped. I turned back. Even if he does, I said. At least he didn't make me feel worthless first. The room went quiet. My ex stared. I walked away. My knees shook. My heart pounded. The CEO held me tighter. You okay? He whispered. No, I said. But I'm still standing. He nodded. You were incredible. I was terrified. Same thing sometimes, he said. I laughed weakly. Stop stealing my lines. He smiled. I like your lines. We reached the exit. Cold air hit my face. My lungs burned. I leaned against the wall. I feel sick, I whispered. Adrenaline, he said. I feel stupid, I said. Brave people often do, he replied. I looked at him. Why are you still here? He hesitated. Because I don't leave when it gets ugly. My chest tightened. That's new. Yes. I stared at my ring. This is fake, I said. Yes. But it feels real. Yes. That scares me. It should, he said. I don't want to stop pretending, I whispered. He looked at me. Say that again. I don't want this to end. Silence. He exhaled slowly. Then we're both in trouble. My phone buzzed. A message from my ex. You think he's different? Ask him why he needs a contract to love someone. My stomach dropped. I showed him the screen. His face went hard. He knows about that too, he said. My heart pounded. What contract? He didn't answer. Say something, I whispered. He looked at me. This is where it stops being pretend, he said. I locked my door. Then I leaned my forehead against it. Then I slid down until I was sitting on the floor. My chest hurt. Not from crying. From holding everything in. I pulled the ring off my finger. I stared at it. I whispered, this is fake. My voice shook. I laughed. A broken sound. Everything about my life feels fake. My phone buzzed. His name. I didn't answer. I threw the phone onto the couch. I stood up. I paced. I whispered, don't be stupid. I whispered, don't fall for this. I whispered, don't need another man. My reflection stared back at me. Red eyes. Tight jaw. Bruised pride. You begged tonight, I said to myself. You begged again. I gripped the sink. I promised I wouldn't do that anymore. My phone buzzed again. I didn't look. I pulled off my dress. I threw it onto the bed. I said, I am not weak. My voice cracked. I am not powerless. I sat on the bed. I hugged my knees. I whispered, he cheated. I whispered, he lied. I whispered, he humiliated me. I whispered, he told people about me crying. My stomach twisted. And I stayed. My phone buzzed again. I snapped, stop. It didn't stop. I looked. A message from my ex, he's playing you. They all do. I threw the phone. It hit the wall. It slid down. I covered my face. I hate you, I whispered. I hate that you still get to hurt me. Another message buzzed. His name. Not my ex. The CEO. I stared at it. I didn't open it. I whispered, don't. I opened it anyway. Did you get home safe? My throat tightened. I typed, yes. I deleted it. I typed, why do you care? I deleted it. I typed, this was fake. I deleted it. I typed, I'm scared. I didn't send it. I whispered, I don't need a savior. I whispered, I don't need protection. I whispered, I need myself. I walked into my tiny kitchen. I opened the fridge. Nothing looked real. Nothing tasted real. I grabbed a bottle of water. My hand shook. I dropped it. It rolled under the table. I laughed. A sharp sound. I can't even hold a bottle without falling apart. I sat on the floor again. I whispered, I let men define me. I let men tell me my worth. I let men decide if I deserved love. I hit my thigh. Enough. My phone buzzed again. I stared at it. His name. I didn't answer. I whispered, this ends tonight. I whispered, no more begging. I whispered, no more shrinking. I whispered, no more choosing men who choose power over me. I stood up. I walked to my closet. I pulled out an old shoebox. Inside were photos. Me smiling next to my ex. Me holding a cheap promise ring. Me wearing a dress I bought because he said I looked hot in it. I ripped them. One by one. I whispered, I am done. I found my resume. Outdated. Ignored. Rejected. I stared at it. You let him make you small, I said. You stopped applying. You stopped dreaming. You stopped trying. I opened my laptop. It took forever to start. I didn't care. I opened my email. Dozens of rejection messages. I whispered, no more hiding. I updated my resume. My hand shook. I typed anyway. I searched for jobs. I bookmarked 5. I whispered, this is survival. My phone buzzed again. His name. I finally answered. Stop calling me, I said. Silence. Then his voice. Are you okay? No. Where are you? In my apartment. Are you alone? Yes. Do you want me to come over? No. Why? Because I don't trust myself. He exhaled slowly. Talk to me. I can't. Why? Because I'm breaking. I already saw that tonight. And you still stayed. Yes. That scares me. Good. Why is that good? Because you're finally honest. I don't want to need you. I don't want you to save me. I don't want another man to be my reason. Silence. Then softly, I don't want to be your reason. My chest tightened. Then what do you want to be? Your option. I laughed weakly. That's a lie. No, he said. I want you to choose yourself first. My throat burned. You didn't do that tonight. I know. Then why did you stay? Because you needed a shield. And now you need a spine. I swallowed. You think I don't have one? I think you're building one. Silence. I'm scared, I whispered. So am I. Of what? Of you walking away. My heart skipped. You're not supposed to say that. I'm not supposed to feel it. But I do. I closed my eyes. This is fake, I said. Yes. But it feels real. Yes. That makes me weak. No, he said. That makes you human. I don't want to fall for you. I don't want to fall for you either. Silence. Then why does this feel like the beginning of something dangerous? Because it is. I whispered, I need space. He didn't argue. Take it, he said. I need to fix my life. Do that. I can't promise anything. Don't. I can't be your girlfriend. I'm not asking you to be. I can't pretend forever. I don't want forever fake. My chest tightened. Then what do you want? I want you strong. I want you independent. I want you untouchable by men like him. And then? And then you decide if I deserve to stand next to you. My eyes burned. That's unfair. Yes. But it's right. I whispered, I'm not choosing you. I know. I'm choosing me. He exhaled. That's the first time you've said something that made me proud. I laughed weakly. Don't get used to it. I won't. But I'll be here. I don't want you waiting. I'm not waiting. I'm watching. Watching what? You becoming someone your ex can't touch. Silence. Good night, I whispered. Good night, he said. The call ended. I stared at my phone. I whispered, no more. I walked to my mirror. I looked myself in the eyes. I will never be powerless again. I will never beg again. I will never stay where I'm disrespected again. I will never make myself small again. My voice stopped shaking. I will change everything. My life. My confidence. My future. I will become someone I don't recognize yet. I will survive. I placed the ring on my nightstand. I stared at it. This doesn't own me, I said. But it reminds me what I'm capable of. My phone buzzed one last time. A message from my ex. You think you can just walk away from me? You'll come back. I typed, watch me. I didn't send it. I blocked him instead. My chest tightened. My hands shook. My heart raced. But I didn't cry. I lay on my bed. I stared at the ceiling. I choose me, I whispered. And for the first time in my life, I believed it. 3 days passed. Then 5. Then 7. And my life didn't look the same anymore. I stood in front of my mirror. I didn't recognize the woman staring back. Not because I was prettier. Not because I was thinner. Because my eyes didn't look afraid. My phone buzzed. His name. Don't be late, his message read. I typed, I won't. I paused. I typed, thank you for yesterday. I erased it. I grabbed my bag. I whispered, don't get attached. The cafe smelled like coffee and ambition. He was already there. So, come. Control. You're late, he said. By 2 minutes. You were late yesterday too. I had nerves. You still do. I sat down. I showed up. That's step 1. He pushed a folder toward me. What's this? Your life. I opened it. My resume. Edited. Polished. Strong. You changed everything, I said. No. You did. I just removed the weakness. That's insulting. That's honest. I closed it. I don't want favors. Then don't waste them. I swallowed. What do you want from me? Nothing. That's a lie. I want you dangerous. I laughed nervously. Excuse me? I want you unrecognizable to the man who broke you. I leaned back. Why? Because I hate wasted potential. And because you enjoy control. He smiled. Both. A woman walked by our table. She looked at him. Then at me. Then kept walking. You notice everything, I said. You're learning. I don't feel powerful. You don't need to feel it. You need to act it. He slid a business card toward me. Interview. Tomorrow. 10 a.m. My resume isn't ready. It is. I'm not ready. You never will be. I don't deserve that job. You deserve more. I stared at the card. I'm scared. Good. I don't belong in those rooms. You belong anywhere you walk into. I whispered, my ex will be there. I know. My stomach dropped. You planned that? Yes. That's cruel. That's training. I stood up. I'm not your project. He stood too. No. You're your own. You're manipulating me. I'm preparing you. For what? For war. I exhaled hard. I don't want revenge. You want dignity. Silence. That job is at his company, I said. Yes. You want to humiliate him. No. I want you to walk past him like he never existed. My chest tightened. That's worse. Exactly. I sat back down. You're ruthless. You asked for strength. I asked for help. And I gave you a spine. The next morning I almost didn't go. I stared at my closet. Old clothes. New posture. New fear. I wore black. Simple. Sure. I whispered, you don't own me. The lobby was glass and ego. My ex stood near the elevator. He saw me. He froze. I didn't stop. He said my name. I didn't turn. He followed. What are you doing here? Interview. You can't work here. Watch me. He laughed. You're not qualified. Neither were you when my aunt paid your rent. His smile died. Don't embarrass yourself. I already survived you. The doors opened. I stepped in. He grabbed my arm. Don't touch me. He let go. Fear flickered in his eyes. I whispered, you don't get to control me anymore. The interview room was cold. 2 executives. One familiar face. My ex's boss. And him. The CEO. He didn't look at me. Professional. Distant. Cruel. Sit, the woman said. I sat. They asked questions. I answered. My voice didn't shake. My ex stood outside the glass wall. Watching. Sweating. I finished. The CEO finally spoke. Why should we hire you? I met his eyes. Because I don't need this job. The room went silent. Then why are you here? Because I want it. He nodded once. You start Monday. My ex stumbled backward. I stood up. I didn't smile. I didn't celebrate. I walked out. He followed me to the sidewalk. You slept with him, he said. I stopped. I turned. That's your favorite excuse when women outgrow you. He grabbed my wrist again. Let go. He didn't. A voice cut through the air. Touch her again and I ruin you. The CEO stood behind him. My ex released me. You planned this, my ex said. No, the CEO replied. She did. I whispered, don't follow me. My ex looked like he'd lost everything. I walked away. In my apartment, I collapsed onto my bed. I laughed. I cried. I stared at the ceiling. I did it. My phone buzzed. His name. You handled that well, he said. I almost fainted. You didn't. Because you were there. Because you chose yourself. Silence. You humiliated him, I said. No. You erased him. That felt better. I don't recognize myself. Good. I like her. So do I. I walked to my nightstand. The ring still sat there. I picked it up. I said, I don't need fake power anymore. Then don't use it. I don't need a fake boyfriend. Silence. Then don't pretend. My chest tightened. What are we doing? Whatever you decide. I don't want to be owned. I don't want to own you. I don't want to be saved. I don't want to save you. Then what do you want? I want you standing next to me. My heart stuttered. That's dangerous. So are you now. I whispered, my ex won't stop. I know. He hates losing. I know. He'll try to destroy me. I know. Why aren't you scared? Because I'm not protecting you anymore. Then what are you doing? I'm backing you. I swallowed. I don't want revenge. You'll get justice anyway. That night I found an old photo. Me as a kid. Messy hair. Bright eyes. I whispered, I'm doing this for you. My phone buzzed again. A message from my ex. You think this ends here? You belong to me. I typed, I belong to me. I didn't send it. I blocked him again. My phone rang immediately. Unknown number. I answered. You can't escape me, my ex said. I already did. You're nothing without him. I was nothing with you. You'll come back. I'd rather die. He laughed. You're still weak. I whispered, watch me become someone who ruins you. The call ended. My hand shook. My chest burned. But my spine stayed straight. I whispered, "This is just the beginning." The whispers started before I noticed the stairs. I walked into the office. People stopped talking. Not awkward. Curious. Different. My ex sat at his desk, jaw tight, eyes locked on my heels. He didn't look smug anymore. He looked uncertain. I dropped my bag. I opened my laptop. He stood up. "Why are people saying your name?" I didn't look at him. "Because I work here. They're saying you're the CEO's project." I smiled faintly. "They're wrong." He leaned closer. "You're playing with fire. I already got burned by you." His phone buzzed. He read it. His face changed. "What did you do?" "I showed up. You humiliated me. I survived you. You think you're powerful now?" "I think I'm patient." He scoffed. "You're nothing without him." I leaned in. "Then why are you scared?" He stepped back. At lunch, people sat near me. They didn't before. A woman whispered, "You're brave." I whispered back, "I'm tired." The CEO texted me. "Conference room. 5 minutes." I went. He stood by the window. "You look different," he said. I didn't change my face. "You changed your posture." I stopped apologizing. "Good." He slid a file across the table. "What's this?" "Your ex's expense reports." "I don't want dirt." "You already have it." I opened it. Fake charges. Personal dinners. Bribes hidden as travel. My stomach turned. "This is illegal." "Yes." "Why show me?" "Because he betrayed you twice." "I don't want revenge." "You want justice." I closed the file. "I don't want to ruin him." "You won't. You'll just stop protecting him." Silence. "You covered for him?" "Yes." "Why?" "Because you asked me not to destroy him." My chest tightened. "You're teaching me patience. You're teaching yourself." He leaned closer. "Karma isn't loud. It waits. Like a predator. Like you now." I whispered, "I'm scared of who I'm becoming." "You're scared of your power." "I don't want to enjoy this." "You already do." I didn't deny it. That afternoon, my ex cornered me by the elevator. "You're spreading rumors." "I'm working." "You turned them against me." "They turned themselves." He grabbed my wrist. Again. I didn't flinch. "Let go." He did. Slowly. "Why are you different?" I stopped begging. "You used to cry." "I used to love you." "You still do." I laughed. "You don't know me anymore." "You think he cares about you?" "He respects me." "He's using you." "So did you." "That was love. That was ownership." His voice dropped. "I made you." I leaned in. "You broke me." He whispered, "I can break you again." I smiled softly. "Try." His phone buzzed again. He looked. He went pale. "What did you do?" "Nothing." He ran. That night I met the CEO on the rooftop. City lights. Went. Silence. "You pushed the first domino," he said. "I didn't touch anything." "You let people see you." "I'm not innocent anymore." "You never were." "I like the thrill." "That's the danger." "I don't want to become cruel." "You won't." "How do you know?" "Because you still feel guilty." I pulled out the ring. I held it up. "I kept this too long." "Why?" "Because pain felt familiar." I dropped it into the trash. "I'm done being small." He nodded. "You're learning timing." I want him to confess. He will. How? He can't stand losing control. My phone buzzed. A message from my ex. "We need to talk." "No." I showed him. He smiled faintly. Hook taken. We met in a quiet cafe. My ex looked wrecked. Sweaty. Nervous. "You ruined my reputation," he said. "You ruined my life. I made mistakes. You cheated. You begged me to stay. You lied about loving me. I was confused. You humiliated me. I was angry. You made a bet about my body." He froze. "Who told you that?" "You did. With your silence." He whispered, "I didn't mean it." "You never mean it." "I loved you. You loved controlling me." "I'm losing everything." "You already lost me. Fix this." "I'm not your shield anymore." He grabbed my hand. "I'll change." "I already did." Tears filled his eyes. "Tell them I didn't do it. I don't lie for you anymore." "You owe me." "I owe myself." He whispered, "You're cruel." "I'm honest." He stood up, shaking. "You think you won." "I think I'm done." That night the CEO called. He just filed a complaint. Against me? Against his boss. Why? He's panicking. Is he dangerous? He's desperate. I whispered, I don't want him destroyed. He's destroying himself. I found the old child photo again. I whispered, I'm protecting you now. My phone rang. A known number. I answered. You think you're untouchable now? My ex's voice. I think I'm awake. You ruined me. You did that. I'll expose you. For what? You slept with him. I didn't. No one will believe you. They don't need to. I'll make you regret this. I whispered, I already regret loving you. The line went dead. My phone buzzed again. A message from the CEO. Tomorrow the board meets. He's walking into a trap. My heart pounded. I whispered, what happens if he confesses? Another message, then you decide whether to forgive him or destroy him. I stared at the screen. I whispered, what kind of person am I becoming? My phone buzzed again. A final message from my ex. If I fall, I'm taking you with me. My hand shook. I whispered, karma isn't quiet anymore. The board meeting was tomorrow. But tonight felt heavier. Quieter. Dangerous. I stood on his balcony. City lights blurred. My thoughts louder than traffic. You're thinking too much, he said. I always do. You're scared. I'm honest. He handed me a glass. Drink. I don't want to lose control. You already did. I laughed softly. That's not comforting. He leaned on the railing. You don't have to be strong here. I don't know how to stop. He looked at me. Not like a CEO. Not like a strategist. Like a man. You don't trust me. I trust you with my future. That's not the same. I trust you with my revenge. That's easier. Why? Because pain is familiar. Silence. You want honesty? He asked. Yes. I grew up poor. I blinked. That's not in your biography. I paid to erase it. Why? Because weakness is expensive. You don't look weak. I am. I stepped closer. You saved me. No. I showed you a door. You walked through it. You could have used me. I am using you. For what? For reminding myself I'm human. My chest tightened. You don't need me. I want you. Silence. That word hung between us. Dangerous. Tempting. You shouldn't, I whispered. Neither should you. I'm broken. So am I. I don't want another cage. I don't build cages. I don't believe that. You don't have to. I don't want to be owned. I don't want to own you. I don't want to be a distraction. You're a disruption. My phone buzzed. His name wasn't on it. My ex. I know where you are. My stomach dropped. You okay? He asked. He won't stop. He can't touch you here. He always finds a way. Show me. I handed him the phone. He read it. His jaw tightened. He's losing control. He's dangerous when he's desperate. He's predictable. I don't want blood on my hands. You won't have it. I don't want him destroyed. He's destroying himself. He's still human. So are you. That's what scares me. The doorbell rang. My heart slammed. No, I whispered. He moved to the door. I grabbed his arm. Don't. He doesn't get to own your fear. He opened it. My ex stood there. Sweaty. Wild-eyed. You, my ex said. You ruined me, he said to him. You broke yourself, he replied. My ex looked at me. You slept with him. I didn't. You're lying. I'm done explaining myself to you. You owe me. I owe myself. You're nothing without me. I became everything without you. He laughed. You think you won? I think I survived. You're using her, my ex said. He stepped between us. She's using herself. My ex pointed at him. You think she loves you? He looked at me. I didn't answer. She'll destroy you too, my ex said. She already destroyed me. My ex stepped closer. You belong to me. I slapped him. The sound cracked. Silence. He touched his cheek. You hit me. I freed myself. You think you're powerful now? I think you're irrelevant. He laughed. You'll crawl back. I'd rather die. He leaned in. I know about your fake contract. My blood froze. What contract? The one you signed with him. I turned. What contract? He didn't answer. He looked at him. You didn't tell her? He stayed silent. My chest burned. What contract? He exhaled. It was protection. From what? From your ex. You made a deal about my life? I secured your safety. You decided for me? You were vulnerable. You manipulated me. I protected you. By owning me? I never owned you. You hid something huge. I was going to tell you. When? After tomorrow. After the board? Yes. So I wouldn't leave. Yes. I laughed. Bitter. Cruel. So you're just another cage. My ex smiled. Told you. I turned to him. Is it true? Yes. What does it say? That I can't hurt you. That you can't leave? That you get half my company if I betray you. Silence. That's insane. You deserved leverage. You don't get to decide that. I didn't trust your ex. I trusted you. You shouldn't. My ex laughed louder. You both deserve each other. I pointed at the door. Get out. You're nothing without me, he said. I'm everything without you, I said. He left. The door slammed. Silence again. You should hate me, he said. I do. You should leave. I want to. But I'm falling for you. That's a mistake. So was loving him. I don't want to be your revenge. You're not. I don't want to be your project. You're not. I don't want to be your contract. You're not. Then what am I? You're my weakness. My heart shattered. That's not romantic. That's honest. You manipulated my life. I protected your life. You took my choice. I gave you power. You hid the truth. I hid fear. You're just like him. No. You both decided for me. I'm trying to fix it. By confessing now? Yes. Because you're afraid I'll leave? Yes. I don't trust you. I don't deserve it. I pulled out the ring. I was ready to forgive him once. I dropped it on the table. I'm not that woman anymore. I don't want to own you. Then tear up the contract. I can't. Why? Because it protects you tomorrow. From what? From his confession. What confession? He looked away. He's going to admit everything. What everything? The bet. The fraud. The bribes. The threats. How do you know? I recorded him. My breath caught. You set him up. He set himself up. You planned this. Yes. You used my pain. I used your truth. I don't know who you are anymore. I'm the man who fell for the wrong woman at the right time. My chest burned. You broke my trust. You rebuilt your life. You tempted me with power. You taught yourself restraint. You made me dangerous. You already were. My phone buzzed. A message from my ex. I'll confess tomorrow. But only if you meet me alone tonight. My heart dropped. I showed him. He stiffened. It's a trap. He's desperate. He's lying. He's confessing. He's baiting you. He's still human. He's still dangerous. I'm not powerless anymore. You're not invincible either. I need to face him. You don't. I owe myself closure. You owe yourself survival. I won't hide. I won't let you go alone. I won't be controlled. I won't let you die. Silence. You don't trust me. I don't trust anyone. Then why are you still here? Because I'm falling for you. That's the mistake. That's the temptation. That's the storm. My phone buzzed again. A final message from my ex. Come alone or I release everything about your fake contract. My blood ran cold. I whispered, he knows. He whispered back. Then the game just changed. Cliffhanger ending. I grabbed my coat. He grabbed my wrist. Don't go. I whispered, I'm done being protected. I pulled away. I opened the door. I said, if I don't come back, you win. The door closed. My phone buzzed again. A new message from my ex. You have 30 minutes. I whispered, this ends tonight. The ballroom glittered like a trap. Crystal lights. Soft music. Smiling predators. I stood at the entrance, breathing slow. You don't have to do this, he whispered. I do. You're shaking. I'm ready. He offered his arm. I took it. People turned. Whispers spread. I didn't lower my eyes. My ex stood near the bar. Watching. Waiting. Remember, he said quietly, don't react. I won't. Don't chase. I won't. Don't beg. I never will again. We walked in. The room shifted. A woman gasped. A man stared. My ex's smile twitched. He approached us. Didn't think you'd show, he said to me. I don't hide anymore. You look expensive. I feel untouchable. He laughed. You're still mine. I smiled softly. Not even in your dreams. He turned to him. You think you won? I think you're late. Late for what? Your downfall. My ex scoffed. You brought her here to humiliate me? I brought her here to free herself. My ex leaned close to me. You still belong to me. I stepped back. You lost that privilege. You're using him. I'm using my spine. You think these people care about you? They care about power. And now they care about me. He raised his voice. She's a gold digger. Silence rippled. I didn't flinch. I raised my voice. I paid your rent when you were broke. Murmurs. I covered your debts. Gasp. I stayed when you cheated. Stares. I begged when you bet on my body. The room froze. My ex went pale. You're lying, he hissed. You wrote it in a group chat. I pulled out my phone. I handed it to the nearest investor. Read it. The investor's face hardened. My ex shouted, that's private. So was my dignity. He lunged. Security stepped in. You're ruining my life, he screamed. You ruined mine first. He turned to the crowd. She's crazy. I laughed softly. I was in love. That's different. He pointed at him. He manipulated her. He protected me. He bought you, my ex shouted. I turned to him. You never could. The CEO stepped forward. You'd like to explain the expense fraud? My ex stiffened. What fraud? The dinners you charged as business. The bribes you called travel. The threats you called bonuses. The room buzzed. My ex shouted, she's lying again. I raised my voice. I recorded you. Silence. I pressed play. His voice echoed, I made the bet. I cheated. I took the bribes. She belongs to me. The room exploded. My ex dropped to his knees. You ruined me, he whispered. You freed me, I said. He looked at me. Tears. Regret. Fear. I loved you. You loved owning me. I'm sorry. You're late. He reached for my hand. I stepped back. No. You don't get forgiveness on demand. The CEO whispered, this is your choice. I looked at my ex. Broken. Small. Pathetic. I forgive you, I said. Hope lit his eyes. For myself. The hope died. But I won't save you. Security escorted him out. The room stayed silent. Then applause started. Slow. Respectful. I felt dizzy. You controlled the room, he whispered. I controlled myself. A woman approached. You're brave. I'm tired. A man bowed his head. You changed everything. I changed me. He handed me a glass. Drink. I don't need to numb this. You don't need to hide either. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. A message, you destroyed him. You'll destroy me too. I showed him. He stiffened. That's his boss. He's next. I don't want more blood. You already started a war. I didn't choose this. You chose yourself. The host took the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, a toast to courage. Glasses lifted. I didn't smile. I didn't bow. I stood still. My ex shouted from the hallway. You think this ends here? I walked toward him. You don't get to threaten me anymore. He collapsed, crying. I'm nothing without you. You were nothing with me. He whispered, please? I whispered back, goodbye. The CEO pulled me back inside. You did it. I survived it. You're powerful now. I'm free. He touched my hand. Don't fall for me. I already did. That's dangerous. So is loving me now. Silence. Do you trust me? He asked. I don't know. Do you want me? Yes. Do you forgive me? Not yet. He nodded. I'll wait. My phone buzzed again. A message from my ex. I deserve one last chance. I typed, you had thousands. I blocked him. I looked at the CEO. I'm not your contract. I tore it up. I froze. When? Tonight. You didn't tell me. I wanted you to choose me without leverage. My chest tightened. You're still manipulating me. I'm still afraid of losing you. I'm afraid of trusting you. Then don't. Then why stay? Because I love you. The word hit me harder than any slap. I don't want another cage. I don't want to cage you. I don't want another bet. I don't gamble with hearts. I don't want another lie. I won't lie again. Silence. The city lights blurred. My hand shook. You broke my trust. You rebuilt your life. You tempted me with power. You taught yourself control. You made me dangerous. You already were. My phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. The board knows everything. Your ex isn't the only one falling. I showed him. He stiffened. This isn't over. I don't want more war. You already won one. I don't want to become cruel. You won't. How do you know? Because you forgave him. I didn't save him. That's strength. I looked at the crowd. Respect. Fear. Desire. I whispered, I don't recognize myself. He whispered back, I do. The music changed. The slow song. He offered his hand. Dance. I don't dance. You don't hide anymore. I took his hand. We moved. Slow. Close. Dangerous. I'm falling for you, I whispered. That's the temptation. That's the storm. That's the risk. My phone buzzed again. A final message from my ex. If I fall, I'm taking your secrets with me. My blood ran cold. I whispered, he's not done. He whispered back, neither are you. The lights flickered. The music stopped. A man stepped onto the stage. My name is on her contract too, he said. My heart dropped. I whispered, what else did you sell to protect me? I didn't expect to see him again. Not after the ballroom. Not after the humiliation. Not after the confession. But he stood outside my apartment building. Soaked. Shaking. Smaller than I remembered. You don't get to be here, I said. I have nothing else, he whispered. You had everything once. I ruined it. Yes. He dropped to his knees. Right there on the sidewalk. People stared. Phones came out. I didn't move. I'm sorry, he cried. I know. I didn't mean to hurt you. You meant to control me. I loved you. You loved owning me. I was scared of losing you. So you broke me first. He reached for my ankle. I stepped back. Don't touch me. I'll change, he begged. You already did. Give me one chance. You had thousands. I'm nothing without you. You were nothing with me. Tears streamed down his face. I see it now. See what? I was cruel. Yes. I was insecure. Yes. I was a coward. Yes. I hated that you were better than me. I blinked. You hated my light. I wanted to own it. You wanted to dim it. I didn't know I was doing it. You knew every time I cried. I thought you'd never leave. You made sure I couldn't. I regret everything. Regret isn't repentance. I lost my job. You lost your soul. I lost my friends. You lost your decency. I lost you. You never had me. He whispered, I deserve this. Yes. He bowed his head. I made a bet about your body. You made me feel disposable. I cheated because I felt small. You made me feel worthless. I told them you belonged to me. You tried to erase my identity. I thought I was a king. You were a thief. I stole your confidence. You tried to steal my future. I ruined you. You failed. He looked up. Why aren't you screaming? Because I don't need to anymore. Why aren't you hitting me? Because I already won. Why aren't you crying? Because I already healed. I don't recognize you. You never saw me. He whispered, I love you. I smiled softly. You love the version of me you controlled. I love the real you. You don't know her. Teach me. I'm not your teacher anymore. I'm scared, he said. You should be. I don't want to die alone. You chose loneliness every time you hurt me. I need you. I need myself more. Silence. Rain soaked his hair. My phone buzzed. His name didn't appear. CEO. Don't let him in. I typed, I won't. I looked at my ex. You can't come inside. I have nowhere to go. You built that life. I'll sleep in the street. You slept peacefully while I cried. I was blind. You closed your eyes. I was stupid. You were cruel. I was broken. You broke me. I'm sorry, he whispered again. I believe you. His eyes lit up. But forgiveness isn't reunion. The light died. I forgive you, I said. For myself. I won't save you. I won't love you. I won't protect you. I won't lie for you. I won't carry your guilt. I won't be your home. He sobbed. I deserve to suffer. Yes. I deserve to be alone. Yes. I deserve this pain. Yes. He pressed his forehead to the ground. I destroyed you. You failed. I turned you into something cold. You turned me into something strong. I wish I could go back. So do I. And do it differently. I wouldn't choose you again. He flinched. That's fair. I don't hate you. I deserve hate. I don't carry that poison anymore. I don't deserve peace. That's not my problem. He whispered, do you love him? I hesitated. Yes. His face shattered. He won. No. I won. He saved you. No. I saved me. He whispered, he's better than me. He didn't break me. I did. Yes. He stood slowly. You don't need me. I never did. I was your past. You were my lesson. I'm proud of you, he said. I blinked. That's new. I hate that I lost you. I hate that I stayed so long. I see the damage now. I feel it every day. I ruined the best thing in my life. You never valued it. I regret everything. Regret won't rewrite history. I would die for you. You already killed who I was. I deserve to rot. You deserve accountability. I deserve pain. You deserve consequences. He whispered, I wish you were crueler. Why? Because then I could hate you. You should hate who you were. I do. Good. I can't fix this. No. I can't fix you. No. I can't fix me. No. What do I do now? You face your life. Without you. Yes. Without control? Yes. Without excuses? Yes. Without protection? Yes. Without love? Yes. He nodded. I deserve to lose you. Yes. He turned away. Then he stopped. You were never mine, he said. No. You were always bigger than me. Yes. I tried to cage you. Yes. You broke free. Yes. I'm proud of you. That's your closure. I'll never forgive myself. You don't have to. I'll carry this forever. You should. He walked into the rain. I didn't follow. I didn't call him back. I didn't cry. I didn't collapse. I went upstairs. My apartment felt different. Lighter. Quieter. Mine. I found the old child photo again. Me. Bright eyes. Messy hair. I whispered, I kept you safe. My phone buzzed. The CEO. Did he leave? I typed, yes. Are you okay? I'm free. I'm proud of you. I don't need saving anymore. I know. Why do you sound distant? Because this victory was mine alone. Silence. Do you still want me? He asked. I don't know yet. That hurts. So did betrayal. Oh wait. Don't. What? Because I'm not choosing a cage again. I don't want to cage you. I don't want to be tempted by power again. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose me. Silence. My phone buzzed again. Unknown number. A message, your ex just turned himself in. He named you in his confession. My blood ran cold. I whispered, what did he say about me? I stood outside the boardroom door. My hands shook. My phone buzzed. The CEO, I'm inside. I won't speak unless you want me to. I want you there. The door opened. Silence fell. 10 faces. Cold eyes. A long table. A contract. A file with my name. Sit, one of them said. I sat. We believe you assisted your ex, another said. I didn't, I said. You lived with him. I survived him. You benefited from his money. I paid with my dignity. You rose fast after leaving him. I rose because I stopped being broken. They exchanged looks. The CEO stayed silent. I didn't commit crimes, I said. I didn't hide money. I didn't lie to regulators. I didn't manipulate investors. I didn't sign anything illegal. They slid the file toward me. He named you, the chairman said. I laughed softly. He named me because he still wants control. He wants revenge. He wants relevance. He wants me afraid. He failed. Silence. You have proof? Someone asked. I pulled out my phone. Texts. Voicemails. Threats. Confessions. Audio recordings. I kept everything, I said. Because broken girls learn to document pain. They listened. They winced. They stopped doubting. The chairman cleared his throat. You're clean. I know. We're sorry. I don't need apologies. We misjudged you. You underestimated me. The CEO finally spoke. She doesn't need your approval. Silence fell again. I stood. This meeting is over. No one stopped me. Outside, my legs collapsed. He caught me. I had you, he whispered. I had me, I said. He smiled softly. I was ready to burn the room. I didn't need saving. I know. I needed support. I gave that. You did. We walked to the car. Rain fell lightly. My phone buzzed again. Unknown number. A message. I'm being transferred to state prison. I won't contact you again. I'm sorry. I blocked it. He watched me. You okay? I'm done carrying ghosts. You don't have to be strong with me. I don't have to be weak with you either. He nodded. We drove in silence. Not heavy. Not awkward. Peaceful. At my apartment, he stopped the car. I won't come up unless you ask. I opened the door. Come up. Inside, I poured wine. He didn't touch it. I need honesty, I said. I need boundaries. I need truth. I need clarity. I need freedom. He sat. I'm not your savior. I know. I'm not your boss. I know. I'm not your cage. I know. I'm not your rebound. I know. I'm not your plan. I know. I'm a man who fell for a woman who didn't need him. I exhaled. I fell for you too. He looked up. But I won't disappear into you. I won't shrink again. I won't surrender power. I won't beg for love. I won't accept control. I won't trade independence for affection. I won't live in your shadow. I won't be owned. He stood. Good. I don't want a broken girl. I want a woman who chooses me. I choose myself first. He smiled. Then I choose you second. Silence. Soft. Real. What are we? I asked. We're honest. We're slow. We're equal. We're undefined. We're not fake anymore. We're not desperate. We're not hiding. We're not using pain as glue. We're not built on revenge. We're not built on fear. We're not built on power games. We're built on consent. We're built on respect. We're built on choice. I swallowed. What if I leave someday? Then I'll let you. What if I outgrow you? Then I'll love who you become. What if I don't choose you forever? Then I'll be grateful you chose me now. Tears blurred my eyes. You're not trying to own me. I don't want to. You're not trying to fix me. You're not broken. You're not trying to save me. You already saved yourself. I laughed softly. I don't need a fake boyfriend anymore. I don't want to be fake. Then don't be mine. Then be with me. I stepped closer. Slow. Always. We didn't kiss. We breathed. We held hands. My phone buzzed. A final message from my ex's lawyer. Your testimony closed his plea deal. He got 15 years. I exhaled. He's gone, I whispered. He was gone the day you chose yourself. I walked to the window. City lights. New air. New future. I picked up the ring from the drawer. The fake engagement ring. The symbol of survival. I placed it on the table. I don't need this anymore. He touched it gently. It saved your life. It saved my dignity. It saved my future. It saved my power. It saved my mind. It saved my story. But I don't live in survival now. I slid it into a box. Closed it. I live in choice. He whispered. I love you. I froze. I'm not running, I said. I'm not hiding. I'm not afraid. I'm not broken. I'm not owned. I'm not yours. I'm with you. He smiled. That's better. I kissed him. What? Soft. Real. Not desperate. Not needy. Not fake. Not saving. Not escaping. Choosing. My phone buzzed again. A text from an unknown woman. He hurt me too. Thank you for speaking. You gave me courage. I whispered. It's over. He held me. You closed it. No. I outgrew it. Silence. My past faded. My power stayed. My future opened. I stood taller. Stronger. Free. I wasn't the girl he mocked. I wasn't the girl who begged. I wasn't the girl who stayed. I wasn't the girl who broke. I wasn't the girl who hid. I wasn't the girl who believed lies. I wasn't the girl who feared loneliness. I wasn't the girl who accepted crumbs. I wasn't the girl who lost herself. I was the woman who chose herself. I looked at him. You don't complete me. I don't want to. You don't save me. I don't need to. You don't own me. I don't want to. You don't define me. I admire you. I walk beside you. I don't walk behind you. I don't walk ahead of you. I walk with you. He whispered. I'm not your ending. You're my beginning. Silence. Soft. Real. I opened my laptop. Deleted the folder labeled pain. Deleted the folder labeled him. Deleted the folder labeled shame. I created a new one, future. He watched. You're not afraid anymore. I'm not small anymore. You're not broken anymore. I'm not owned anymore. You're not desperate anymore. I'm not humiliated anymore. You're not silent anymore. I'm not invisible anymore. You're not fake anymore. I'm not pretending anymore. You're not surviving anymore. I'm living. I closed the laptop. I leaned into him. I whispered, I'm choosing freedom. I'm choosing strength. I'm choosing clarity. I'm choosing love without chains. I'm choosing me. He whispered, I'm choosing you. Not as a cage. Not as a savior. Not as a power move. Not as revenge. Not as control. Not as escape. As a choice. As an equal. As a future. My phone buzzed one last time. A calendar reminder. Fake relationship contract ends today. I smiled. Deleted it. I whispered, I'm not fake anymore. Final emotional closure ending. I stood by the window. City lights glowing. Past silent. Future open. I whispered, I closed the chapter of humiliation. I kept the chapter of power. I wrote the chapter of freedom. I chose myself. And for the first time in my life, I didn't feel small. I felt infinite.